And I will never get tired of our intro. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. It's the middle of the work week Wednesday, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Break. My name is Nick, and if you are in for some office romance, then our topic is just for you. But before we get to that, let me introduce, of course, my very beautiful co-hosts today. They look very lovely. They're all made up. Please welcome Shai and Chloe. Yes. Nakamute pa
Nakamute
kayo.
kami. Sorry.
Oh my
God. Hi there, everyone. Buti na lang hindi tayo air, Chloe.
Ang dami ko pa naman sinasabi kanina.
Buti na lang hindi tayo on air. Just go. But on that note, I'm sure it's happened to you at some point that you forgot to turn on the microphone or you turn on a different button that you were talking, tapos bigla kayong sinabihan, wala naririnig, bed lang.
Oo eh. Wala kasi tayo nung on-air cue dito, di ba? Unlike sa booth.
But once again, buti na lang we're not on air.
Exactly. How are you, Nick?
I'm okay. I went home.
Ano ka?
Bagong gupit.
Yeah.
Bagong pookies, as they say.
Bagong what?
Bagong pookies, sabi ng friends ko from Pampanga.
It sounds so strange.
Bagong pookies, yes.
Yeah, it really sounds so strange.
It does. Akala ko, it's another millennial lingo, whatever, vocabulary. Like, ano pa ba?
Hindi naman. But, you know, what we're talking about, it actually transcends generations kasi feeling ko kahit na anong generasyon mo, merong nangyayaring ganito.
Hindi to nawawala sa uso. Ano bang term ng mga millennials sa ganito?
Oo nga, no? Sa Shai, would you know?
Dapat ano kayo?
Wala ata. Like,
ng term sa ganyan.
Merong mga term na office husband, office wife. Pero that's really just
my God! Ngayon ko lang yan narinig.
But that's friendship level eh. Like for example, I think Chloe's office husband is Nick, for example.
Tama, lambing.
So you guys know each other so well. Parang ganun, for example. And it doesn't necessarily mean that Nick would also make you his office wife, for example. May iba rin, mga ganun. But I think it's different kasi very, very platonic yung office husband, office wife. But in our case, in this topic, we're not gonna be talking about anything platonic. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's not going to be platonic. Sorry guys, medyo may delay. But if you guys are watching us right now, you could send us a message, of course, on the comment section. And feel free to share this one and include your friends in the conversation. Ayan. So yes,
include
it's not
your office romances in the conversation. Ay, sorry.
Ayun, yun na nga.
Mali mo, dahil napag-usapan nyo dito, dahil tinag nyo isa't isa, baka naman, it's going to finally bloom. It's going to flourish. Whatever this DNP have going on.
If you have an office crush. Siguro lalo na yung mga bagong empleyado. Ito, I think that's an interesting question eh. Kasi ngayon, di ba, like most of us are working from home, may mga bagong dating lang din na empleyado. Possible kaya
hindi pa natin nakikilala.
Correct. Pero possible kaya na virtually may in love sila sa isa't isa, like work from home. Kasi alam natin na yung office romance nag-start yan. Nag-start yan kasi di ba nga, yung physical space, di ba? Nandiyan eh.
Babanggaan sa cafeteria, spending extra time with each other.
Time together at work.
Correct.
Imagine 8-9 hours. Oh, diba?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, okay, for my first spill the tea, well, Shai is drinking coffee, but spill the tea. Have you guys been ever in love with an office mate? Have you ever entered a relationship with someone you're working with?
Sige, while Chloe answers that, I'm going to close the window para less rain sound. Wait, excuse me.
I was thinking of the same thing. Gusto ko nang takbuhin yung bintana. I-text ko yung anak ko, yung bintana, anak.
Malakas ulan dyan.
Yeah, malakas ulan dito, anak ko. Baka pumasok bukas yung bintana. But you know, Nick, to answer your question, I have never been in that, situation.
That you never allow anyone.
Hindi talaga. Oo.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I see.
Oh, I don't like it.
Wait, I'm curious. You've never allowed, but there was a chance to, or there was never a chance and
There was a chance to. Kaya lang yung station manager ko noon, yung boss ko noon, I was with Yes FM pa, kinausap na ako, do not ever, sabi niya, because it's just gonna, parang palilitin mo lang ang mundo mo and it's not a good idea. Sabi niya, so parang tumatak na sa akin. Saka parang feeling ko parang it's not for me. It's not my thing. Sorry but I don't.
It's alright.
Ano ba yung term nila? Don't shoot where you
don't
eat.
Something where you eat. Don't SHIT where you eat. Yung ganun.
Yeah, don't shoot where you eat. Daw, sabi nila. I don't know.
That's interesting. If there's a takeaway there, yun yung paliliitin mo yung mundo mo. And I think that makes a lot of sense. You know? I mean, dahil dun ka na nag-spend most of your hours sa isang araw, diba? You'd probably want naman someone to, after a long day of work, diba, mag-usap kayo about other things.
But don't get me wrong, it works for other people. And I'm not saying
that's
it's
true.
wrong.
We have office mates, diba, who get together.
If it works for you, then by all means, okay, kung doon ka masaya, di ba? Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero yun din, like sabi ni Jenna Lagumbay on the comment section, ang papa ng mga kids ko nag-meet din kami sa work before.
I like how she says, ang papa ng mga kids ko. So I'm assuming hindi na sila ngayon.
That's what we get also from that. Yeah. She says naman, I met my ex at a workplace din po, but after 11 years being together, we parted ways. But that's still 11
still
years.
Long,
Yeah.
Tagal nun.
Okay.
Halos isang dekada,
yung na-mention ni Chloe kanina about yung lumilit na yung mundo mo, I always think of that whenever I watch TV shows. Kasi I binge a lot nga over the quarantine, di ba? Yung, I know it's for logistics reasons and for the audience to get enamored with the characters or whatever. Pero I always find it strange na talaga, lahat ng mga naging jowa mo, taga-opisina lang rin. Talaga, kasama sa main cast lang rin. Wala namang iba. Wala ka wala
ibang life.
Wala nang reto sa'yo sa iba or whatever from high school, college, or wherever else. Lahat pa talaga kayo, nagsaswap lang ng mga magjowa. And in fairness naman, I don't think it happens in real life. Like, at least here in the Philippines, I don't think that's the case.
Right. But you never answered my question though. Have you ever been in
so, sige, i-deny ko pa ba? Nick, aminin na ba natin?
Oo nga, baby cakes.
Baby kayo ba? Kayo na ba?
So ito na nga aminin na namin. No.
Go for it.
In all honesty, it's also not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I wasn't like attracted at some point. Like, go po siya. Like, lalo na pagbago ka sa opisina, di ba? Or there's someone new coming in. Like, you check, maging crush ko kaya to o hindi. Parang ganun. But, I make it a general rule to not mix work with pleasure.
That's
parang
right.
Ganun.
Yeah. It can be very...
I don't think naman though na there was a point where something was about to happen. Wala naman talaga kasi or maybe it's because wala lang, hindi kami attracted sa isa't isa or I've really tried to keep my distance from that kind of relationship rin. But again, for me, it's not my thing.
Okay. Now, the next question that I have for you is this, because we're talking about it, right? You know, two people in love, that shouldn't be our business. You know, it's theirs. But when it comes to work, do you think companies have the right to ban people from falling in love with a workmate?
There are companies that do not allow that. One has to go, ang policy nila. O nagkainlaban kayo, o one has to go.
I see. Is that legal
Which
though?
is something I don't agree with actually.
I don't know.
I don't know
if that's legal at all.
Yeah.
Do we have lawyer
Siguro
friends
kung
or
if it's in their handbook, syempre before you start working, sign mo handbook, diba?
That are also still illegal to put in handbooks eh. Like, again, I'm not so sure about the legalities of banning relationships, diba? I'm not sure about that. But let's just assume na it is illegal dole-wise. Let's say lang. I'm not sure let's say lang. So there are still companies who still choose to put that there, put those kinds of regulations sa handbook, despite it being technically legal, parang ganun. May apparently there were some cases that contradict here and there before, but anyway, ayun,
but like what could be the worst thing, you know, for people falling in love in the same workplace? Why do you think the companies are still prohibiting that or not, kung hindi man prohibit, like not encouraging. Yeah.
Maybe conflict?
Kasi siguro yung mixing pleasure, personal with business pa rin talaga. Na yung sometimes, again, based on the TV shows that I watch, yung paminsan dinadala yung problema nila sa opisina.
Sabagay. So that
and
yung
then
productivity.
Productivity wise, and then they start to become factions. Like I'm team wife, I'm team husband, and sometimes it doesn't become. It's not great for the morale of the office. Parang ganun.
Yeah, and power dynamic din siguro, no? Like especially if like na in love ka sa mas mataas na posisyon sa'yo, for example. Or,
mas favored ka, parang ganon.
Yeah, so that could be an issue too.
Si Ces lang has a comment. Sabi niya, mahirap kumilos pag ganon. If I were to go back in time, iiwas ako. That's actually really a bold thing to say. Oo, kasi nangyari nga sa kanya. And if you really truly say that, it means like it was a really bad experience for you at some point. Na you'd want to go back in time and just not do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, siguro sa akin okay lang kung halimbawa magkaibang department para at least hindi naman talaga kayo magkasama. So walang mag-aalanganan sa inyo, parang ganon, 'di ba? Parang one's free to do or kumilos ng gusto niyang kilos din, 'di ba? Pero to some people it works. Yung sa iba naman hindi. Ang mahirap lang diyan if you don't end up being together.
Yes.
And then can you handle the idea that you're gonna get to see that person every day?
Yeah.
Makakasalubong mo, makita mo sa pantry, kasama mo sa meeting, tapos hindi kayo nagkatuluyan, nagkikita pa rin kayong dalawa. Baka eventually isa sa inyo mag-resign.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganun, if you can handle that, di go.
Pero I know, although that is a true issue talaga, di ba? Like if it doesn't work out, ang awkward, ang hirap gumalaw, di ba? Pero on a different note, I remember there was this one company that my friend worked at that they had to declare their relationship.
Mag-office mate?
Na mag-office mate sila, they have to declare sa HR that, hey, we're in a relationship. And then, parang may weekly, not weekly, but there was a timely updates to the HR about the status of your relationship. Parang ganun. Hindi ko maalala yung exact details. Like, for example lang, like I don't remember why, but I guess just to keep the HR in the loop, para like if let's say that something happened with the work of the girl, for example. They want to make sure that it has nothing to do with the relationship, parang ganon.
Right.
Siguro I don't remember, but there was a kwento sa akin before na yun nga, they had to report it sa HR na magjowa sila, parang ganon until they got married. Then when they got married, wala nang issue, like they didn't need to do that anymore. It was only an issue when they were still magjowa lang.
Ano kayang gustong malaman ng issue ng HR, no? Para ma-update sila kasama sa relasyon.
I'm actually walking on eggshells. I have some things to ask, but I'd rather not, so
pero curious, like, go ahead.
Like on a more general experience sa inyo, like be it in our company or in your previous companies, did you ever feel na merong injustice in terms of like those who are in a relationship with a supervisor or a superior, tapos karank mo yung
interesting
karelasyon?
Ako, I would say yes.
Okay.
I would say yes. Oo. Pero hindi naman to the point na like race talaga or all the opportunities bibigay sa jowa niya, for example. Hindi naman. Pero you could, ito nga we're not sure if it's guni-guni lang namin. Kasi, di ba, like, you would start to assume those things dahil magjowa nga sila, na siguro kaya binigay sa kanya yung magandang project kasi magjowa sila. Ganun.
Not pero because they're good, but because they're in a relationship.
Exactly, di ba? Pero kasi one time, nabasa ko sa chat nila. Ang chismosa na dating ko. Pero kasi nakabukas yung messenger niya sa computer ng computer ng lahat. Like, it's a computer that everyone uses. So, tapos, syempre, hindi ito taga-MBC kasi wala naman tayong ganyan, di ba? Different job to. So, ang sabi, di assign kita sa ibang araw para date tayo sa araw na yon. Kumbaga, like, for example,
so mas favor.
Hindi ka mag-overtime, hindi ka mag-overtime para magka-date tayo. Parang gano'n.
So, yun yung sinasabi kung may conflict.
Oo. The guy kasi wasn't
Kasi
part of the
i-assign niya sa
scheduling.
iba. Paano pag na-assign, yung in-assign niya, may lakad din. So,
Sorry
diba, without his or her knowing, magkakatrabaho siya dahil lang, yung mga ganon na bagay.
Okay.
Lugi mga walang jowang manager, ganon.
Yeah. Okay, so question, like, if you are the superior, if you're the supervisor, well, Miss Chloe is a supervisor right now.
What?
And someone, like your staff, for example, kami ni Shai, kunwari, nanligaw sa'yo. How would you handle that situation?
Sabi ko, maligaw sa akin. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, that's not my thing eh. So definitely, it's a no for me. Meron akong laging meron akong laging running joke pagdating sa ganyan. Kung gagawin ko yun, kailangan maging life-changing.
Here's another hypothetical question.
Dapat doon ka na sa ano. Dapat life-changing.
Top management na.
Top management na to. Joke. Basta yun yung running joke ko lagi.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Sige, here, I have a hypothetical for Chloe. Let's say, ang partner mo ngayon, gets hired by, or wants to apply sa MBC, sa company natin. And then, our boss says, alam mo, you're so very well suited under Easy Rock.
Okay.
So, hindi pa kayo magkatrabaho, pero, like, there's a chance for him to, and apparently our bosses agree that, yun nga, okay siya sa Easy Rock. So, magkakatrabaho kayo. Are you gonna be okay with that?
Sandali, paano siya nagkaroon ng idea na mag-apply? Ako ba nag-push o gusto niya?
Okay, fine. Hypothetically, he's in the job hunt and then he so happens to find out that MBC
hindi ko siya papa-applyin.
Ay, dun pa lang ayaw mo na.
Ayoko. Bakit, di ba? Sa iba ka muna, try mo. Ang selfish ko ba?
Napaisip din ako dyan kasi yun nga parang ang hirap, di ba? Like, paano kung gusto nga din yung mag-work dun sa company?
Yeah.
No?
Exactly.
Pero kung gustong-gusto niya talaga, tapos he gets the job, tapos suited siya for Easy Rock, well, if that's his destiny, then buti na lang hindi. If that's his destiny, then ano magagawa ko, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero would be fun, siguro it would be fun kung nandun siya sa ibang estasyon. Pero hindi, harangin ko na. Wag na, doon ka sa iba. Para we can be competitors, di ba?
Right. Which is good, di ba? Ang healthy. Anyway, Aljon said, well, he sent 310 stars. Wow, Aljon. Thank you for being very consistent. Yeah, he's been sending for 16 weeks now.
Actually, wow.
That's amazing.
Thanks so much,
Anyway.
Aljon.
Wow.
All right, sige.
Salamat.
You know, I really don't have a lot to ask about this right now kasi parang feeling ko naman na-cover na natin pretty much everything. But maybe, like, ngayon, okay. Kung ikaw.
Yeah, we could read some comments if you want.
Yeah, sige. Before we do that, like, I have one last question before we go to the comments. If you ever, like, sabi mo nga, di ba, you control yourself, like, you don't want to be in a relationship with someone at work. Pero, you know, kunyari, nangyari na, and it's already there. Would you quit the job?
No.
Okay.
You know how difficult it is to penetrate our market, Nick? It's not easy to get this gig, okay?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's not a gig.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, our job, diba? This wonderful, wonderful job that we have, it's not something I could easily do.
Okay.
So, hindi.
Yeah. No. Like, if one of us has to leave, it's not gonna be me. I'm standing my ground.
Ako din. Una sumunod ka lang. Hello, nag-apply ka.
Work first. Lagi. We always have to choose our jobs first.
Yeah, but what about you, Nick? with the first question pa lang actually, which you didn't answer yourself, was there ever a chance where you would have been in a relationship with someone in the office?
Maybe.
Whichever office it would be.
Other than
Maybe.
me being your office wife. Because we always ran together.
Not in our station, but in a different one. Hindi rin pala station, in my previous work. Kasi ang dami Pag marami, mas marami kayo sa team, syempre mas more chances of winning. So, pero hindi, you have to avoid it. You have to avoid it. Siguro date, ganun. Pero like being in a relationship, parang sobrang komplikado kasi niya.
I would imagine also. Pero I'm totally okay with the onting landian, onting kilig-kilig, the office crush na nagpapasaya sa araw mo pag dumaan, pag nag-hello sa'yo. I'm okay with that.
To be honest, we don't really know if we are, we get to be in that situation. But what if magustuhan mo nga naman?
True. What if nag-spark talaga, di ba? And all that.
Yeah.
Malay natin.
So we can't really, we can't judge them.
But the heartache lang din talaga siguro, like what you said, yun yung pinaka, mahirap na part after, no? Like, maintaining the
if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sige.
You get to see the person every day.
Every day. Sige, let's try
Tapos,
to
may nilalanding office mate mo ng bago, diba?
Ayun.
Tapos di ka pa maka-move on.
Isa pa yan.
Gumawa na ako ng kwento talaga.
Ayun lang.
Ay, naku, chismis!
Anyway, yun nga. Like sabi dito ni Paul, meron ding bawal sila ng same department. Okay, yeah. So we touched on this. Some companies allow naman working in the same company but dapat different departments sila. Yeah, so government parang bawal ata ang family member. Yes, I think they are very, very strict with this one.
Nepotism?
Oo, bawal talaga. Pero kung ano yun? Pero na nagkakilala, kung doon sila nagkakilala at kinasal, pwede. Oh,
may ganun pala.
Pero pag mag-asawa na kayo to begin with, bawal. I guess.
Oo, parang ganun.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hindi mo pwede reto asawa mo dun sa office mo, for example. Sabi ni Juan Miguel Gamotia, I permanently want the authority, so whoever simply complies with its work will ally with the workers. What? What you saying? I think yun nga, yung sabi ko, office factions.
Yeah.
Kapag, si husband versus wife, team husband, parang ganun.
Right. Yeah,
Tsaka minsan yung may tendency na malaman ng ibang office mate kung ano yung nangyayari sa inyo. Like, if there's an issue between the two of you, diba? Sometimes, hindi na iiwasan na may mga nakakaalam.
Yeah, tapos sabotage na yun Like, it could, diba, self-sabotage na yun sa relationship nyo. Like getting your coworkers involved because you wouldn't know. You'd see your coworkers as friends but hindi mo pa rin masasabi talaga all the time.
And isa sa mga ayoko talaga with office romances is it's not mostly about the romance. It's about when they fight or when they break up. Yung pinaka-ayoko is yung they won't want to work together when they have to be working together. At yung talaga maging vocal na, ayoko siya makatrabaho, sa iba na lang ako. Like, I don't care.
Hindi pwede yun.
I don't care, okay? I know you each other naked and all that already. I don't care about your personal problem with each other. I want you two to work together. You're great at this, he's great at that. It just so happens you're not great at the relationship, but you're still gonna have to work together. Ayoko.
Yeah.
Nakainis. Mintulo ko, sorry.
Yeah, professionalism kasi it has a very thin line kapag magka-relasyon. But don't you think that's the same with like partners being in business together? Kasi ito din isa pa yun, diba? Like there are partners who thrive like being in the same business, but there are also partners who don't succeed when they're managing the same business. No?
I agree.
If partners, you mean mag-asawa na talaga, then they don't have a choice. They really have to run their own business. Pero kung hindi pa kayo legally together, tapos may pera nang involved na ganyan, dami ko nang nakitang ganyan na kwento, mga artista pa yung iba. So, I don't think so. I don't think.
pag mag-asawa na sila, I think it's easy to run the business kasi lagi naman yung wife ang tama eh. Charot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Happy wife, happy
that
life.
joke, guys. No, we're, feminism is not that. Okay, joke lang yung guys.
Yeah.
Pero ang hirap niya talaga pag mag-asawa or mag-partner pa lang. Lalo na pag mag-partner pa lang, then you run a business together, then eventually, that's
Things
why nga, diba?
goes out.
Financial advisors don't recommend that at all. They don't recommend that you get an investment together. They don't recommend you buy a car or a house or get a bank account together. They don't recommend that no matter how in love you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ano ba, tattoo artists pa lang? Ayaw nga nila na tinatattoo mo yung pangalan or mukha ng jowa mo.
True.
Financial advisor pa kaya?
Talaga, the tattoo artist would say that.
Yan.
And there are even some tattoo artists talagang it's like
They're
their
declined.
principle, part of their vision and mission. 10 commandments not to tattoo names of partners no matter how much you want to give. They don't talaga.
Unless married siguro, no?
Unless married, siguro.
Kahit po, may yung isang tattoo
talaga.
artist friend ko, kahit mag-asawa, hindi po. Ang pinapayagan niya lang is family portrait. Pwede. Nandun yung
Or
asawa.
pangalan ng mga anak.
Or anak, yun, pwede. Pero pag yung wife lang or girlfriend lang, hindi talaga siya mapayag.
Yeah. Sabagay, like, we're adults and we know that.
Warla yan, pag iba na ang girlfriend. O,
Yeah.
si Linda. O, si
Even married.
Linda na nasa dibdib mo.
Ang hirap pa naman magpabura, di ba? Saka magpa-overlap
Totoo,
ng
ang sakit ang mahal.
Yeah, I
So-
saw this, I think that was a meme on Facebook na, ano ba, di mo na ba talaga ako iiwan kasi ang dami ng bura, pababa na talaga. As in, ang dami-dami na, magang-magana. Desidido ka na ba talaga? Di mo na ako
Kailan?
iiwan.
I think, Nick, there's a
But-
comment from OPD Triage.
Yes, I saw that. And it's actually very good. Sabi niya, siguro they need to be professional. Not siguro. They really have to be
They
professional.
have to.
The relationship should not interfere with their work and observe ethics. Yeah, work ethic is definitely something that we
But it's
all
always
have to
easier
consider.
said than done.
Oh, but ethics in itself, kasi it's all relative. Relative pa rin naman eh.
That too.
Diba? If you could justify
What may be ethical to you may not be ethical to me.
Correct.
Oo,
Correct.
diba?
Correct. Kasi if you think na hindi I mean, it's for the good of all kasi at least, diba, you could trust us, mga ganyan-ganyan. There are several ways. Diba?
Especially
So,
if they don't see an issue with
Yeah.
their behaviors or mga ganon.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, maybe we could wrap it up with
Gusto ko yung sabi rin ni Ces, by the way,
Oh.
yung advantage niya. There are advantages. Example, I don't need to queue to get my salary. This was back in the 90s as he was in the finance department and I was in the other department. Gusto ko yun. Dali mo na lang sa bahay yung sahod ko
Yung maghahanap tayo
yung envelope ko.
sa finance. Ano ba mga dapat pa? Sabi nga ni Miss Chloe, if it doesn't improve your life, then
If it's not life-changing, binago mo pa eh.
if it's not
Huwag improve. Life-changing na. Diba?
Ay, nako.
Alam mo yun, ang gusto ko kinig, madaling patawanin to eh. Pag ako kausap nito, lagi nawawala mata.
It's raining na rin. Medyo nagbe-break up na yung connection, I think. So maybe we could
Oo nga.
wrap it up with our lakas na pala bigla ng ulan, no? Of course, with our topic. I'd like to know your final thoughts, Shai and Chloe, with regard to office
Go, Chloe.
romance.
Go, Chloe.
Ayan.
My final thoughts about it,
Yeah.
yun na
Yes.
nga, if you can handle seeing the person every day, if things don't work out between the two of you, if, things go south, and if you can handle that, seeing the person at the cafeteria, the pantry, in the office, then by all means, go ahead and enjoy. Life is short. Diba?
Yeah.
True.
All right. That's true.
Ma-handle mo yun. Oh. Pero kung hindi, think twice about it.
All right. You don't want to be in too deep. Yon.
Yeah.
Yan,
Landi
so,
lang.
usa pa lang.
Landi.
Para-
Ano yun?
Oo,
Yung sinasabi ni
landian
Shai
lang.
lagi.
Landi lang. Landian lang.
Mm.
All right. How about you, Shai?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing, but as much as possible, if you could avoid actually getting into deep, like what you guys said, iwasan na lang talaga. But we know that the heart wants what it wants. So just be smart
Yes.
about it. And remember that you are there in the office for work. So as much as possible, if talagang mafa-fall na lang kayo sa isa't isa kasi hindi nyo mapigilan, just make sure that you're first and foremost an employee, and then second na lang yun, magjowa kayo sa loob ng opisina. I thank you. And you, Nick?
Yeah, and with that, I agree. Somehow, pero mas leaning ako dun sa side na go lang. Go lang talaga actually. Kung allowed naman siya sa company. Pero, as you said, we have to be responsible with our decisions. And if you truly value the person more than your work and what you do, and you know that there's an opportunity for you outside, baka mas okay din yun. Para you could have peace of mind. Diba? For the sake of the organization. Those are just our 2 cents, but I'm sure you guys have a lot to say. So feel free to send in whatever it is that you want. We can still talk about it. I'm sure in Shai or Chloe's live, pwede nilang pag-usapan yan. And ako hindi masyado kasi wholesome lang.
Ganon.
Very insightful ka.
But you just gave me an idea for my hashtag Chloe Asks.
Yeah, about office romances.
All right, that's good. But that's about it for us today. That's today's edition of Coffee Break. Please stay dry and warm. Okay, and always make sure to tune in to us whenever you can. Kapag nawala internet, traditional radio is always there, right?
Right.
So can you guys invite our listeners or viewers to tune in to us?
Yeah, start your mornings with Samantha. She comes in at 6 o'clock in the morning until 10. And then I follow next 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then, of course, after me, it's Nick for the continuation of the show. And after Nick, of course, Shai.
Yeah.
And I do give the music of light all night. And of course, please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure that you've liked, subscribed, all those kinds of stuff that you need to make sure you're connected with us, and to always get updates on what we have going on for, the day, the month, the week, whatever. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. We'll see you guys again next time. Once again, my name is Shai.
And of course, my name is Chloe, together with...
And I am Nick. You guys have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you guys. Bye.
Happy midweek.